to be that there were 4 conferences a year, Northern, Southern, East, and West, and now some have become bigger than others. So the states where it's both rec and medical tend to have the best conferences because they have the best after parties, they do the pre-parties, they give out tons of samples because it's legal in the state. So you can have 500 or 1,000 of these booths in a convention center, and you can take 3 days to go through them. Vegas is one of the biggest, but they usually typically have one every quarter. Now the ones that, most manufacturers do grow indoors, so because you can grow in any state that way, it's all climate control. So you will have manufacturing as part of a convention, and those are really fun. But you have the biggest ones in the fall when they're getting ready to prep their fields. Obviously they plant in the spring when you're doing outdoor, and so the conventions will morph a little bit, and then you'll get into more extraction process and all of that will typically be in the fall. That's when you have a lot of outdoor grows, but anymore it's all kind of blended into one.
Wow, so D8 hits the scene, everybody was walking through sampling like crazy, not realizing the effects, and then turn around, next to know people are sleeping in corners and stuff, laying down just because that is, so did nobody really give a disclaimer, if you will, hey, you will probably get pretty high off of this?
I don't think they realized when we were walking through, they're like, oh, a gummy is an edible, there's 1 dose. They forgot, there's 100 tables, you're gonna try 100 gummies. So sure, they could cut the gummy into quarters, but they can't dose it down so you can taste it, what is the texture, is it sticking to your teeth, is it packed in gelatin, how's the flavor profile, is it bitter aftertaste, is it sticking to the wrapper, all these consumer things that we look for when we look at an edible. But after you've tried 50 of them, it's kind of like going wine tasting. By the time you hit the 3rd winery, it all tastes the same because you forget you've had a quarter of a glass at every single wine. Same thing and there are most conventions. It's interesting, this one is not, but most conventions they're completely undosed. So you can try the product, it'll be either CBD based or there'll be nothing in it. So you can try the texture and they'll talk about their products. They rarely give out real samples of dosed product.
But then in those circumstances, would they give you at least a sample of the dosed product for you to take home to try?
Yes, most samples are packaged because that's the way people like them. So you can walk through and get samples. Now they do want you to taste it right there, or in some cases if smoking is allowed, a lot of places will want you to smoke it because they want your feedback right away. But again, after you repeatedly do this, not everything, a lot of it you do take home. So for just everyday people who want to come to these types of conventions, oh yeah. Based upon the state laws, you can have a lot of fun.
Things from tea, you got things from oils, you obviously got smokables, you got edibles, gummies. How do you pick the right products to bring to your store to cater to your clients? Because I know everybody reacts to things differently. So what does that look like kind of?
So there's all different uptake methods, whether you're talking about a tea or a gummy or a gum or a breath strip or a tincture or you're smoking it. They're all different delivery methods. You have to offer your clients all the different delivery methods, and you're looking for something that is going to have a consistent uptake over time. If you do have somebody with gut issues, then you're going to want to bypass the gut. How can we get a product to absorb by bypassing the gut? You have other people who have panic attacks that are instantaneous. How do we get something that has a really quick delivery method? Then I've got somebody with anxiety or pain or depression, and they're running around all day, so they need something that's low level that lasts for hours and hours at a very consistent level in the body. So all of these products have different uses, and we look for all of them. We're looking for the best of the best, consistent delivery method every single time, and what need does it fill? Tea, for example, gum, those are things people don't think of. They're fantastic because it gives that low level. And with tea, you're taking all the other herbs with it. It's also digested very well. Tea is very easily absorbed. Gum, on the flip side, completely opposite. You want a very slow delivery method. You don't want it to hit all at once because you're going to chew that gum for 10, 15, 20 minutes before spitting it out. That's a different delivery method than, say, a gummy. So you've got to look for all that, and then how does it uptake? How do they manufacture it? What is their release mechanism within the product?
Remember, there was a documentary on maybe Netflix or something. And that one of the things they were talking about was the high end, like the chocolates, and they're talking over in Amsterdam, where they go super high end. They have the boutique, chocolate shops that specialize in actually marijuana edibles, and you just don't see it that much. I mean, and in Texas, one of the challenges is if you've got a store, how do you ship it in without it melting in the middle of the summer? So whenever we see these, we're always kind of intrigued, but then you've got the logistics on the back end of, well, how do you get them in, and then how do you get them out? Because since we do ship, there's always that concern about the quality of the product when it actually arrives on your doorstep. So this should be interesting.
About the whole reason why you guys have an issue of bringing chocolate in, but how come is there like a local manufacturer anywhere, or?
That's one of the hardest things in the world is choosing product, and we are so incredibly picky. We'll go through 50 questions in our head just when we first talk to somebody, trying to figure out, is it going to be a right fit for our market? And anything that melts in the summer in Texas is a logistics nightmare, because somebody doesn't want to come in June or July and get a product, and it's either partially melted, refirmed back up, is the chocolate bloomed. All of that is not a good customer experience, and you have to have a product and you have to have a shipper. Sure, we could work locally, but then that means all the hemp is imported. We only want to go to the source, because then we have complete quality control and complete understanding all the way from the moment that plant is planted all the way till it gets to our shelf. And that is huge. So the pieces and parts that go on behind the scenes in choosing a product is just astronomical, and all the questions we ask and how we source, and so that's why we are super selective.
Want to add anything to that?
I don't know, has the D9 hit yet?
I know Kelly talked about the chocolates, but even something you don't think about, the gummies, which, there are millions of them out there. I don't know how many we've rejected because somebody will be new to the market, they're trying to get their formulation, they ship it in, and when you get this jar, it's jelly, basically, is what it is. It's a mass, not gummies. So that challenge of the heat in Texas is one, and then we also want to try to find things that are matching our customers and what they're looking for. So in Frisco, a little more upscale. We want to match with the personality of the store. So we always have those kinds of questions.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Not too many people will do drinks. It's hard to find drinks.
Really?
And your chocolates are beautiful.
Oh, and they taste amazing.
I bet they do.
Do you own a store?
We have a store up in Frisco, so yeah, we would love to.
Okay. Our chocolates are all handcrafted in Michigan.
Okay.
We do 2-day shipping. We only ship on Monday and Tuesday. That way you're going to get it in 2 days.
That's fantastic.
We do a dry ice or an ice packs depending, on how things are.
Especially down here in July.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
if you have a sample of your drink, I'd love to take it back to my staff. If you have anything like that, or a sample of the chocolates.
I have a sample of the drinks.
Okay.
They own a store.
Okay, that's a good start. Yeah, that's
So
I have to ask.
Go ahead. Give it to her.
Where are you guys from? Frisco. Oh, nice. It's one of the oldest stores up in DFW. What is your number one flavor? I know. Cherry.
That's not her.
That's not my number one flavor either. I personally like the blueberry, but cherry is my favorite. You asked what the number one is.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, then how about a cherry, if that's okay?
Sure.
If not, we'll take the number 2, because I'm going to like it better.
That one?
It's got berries on it.
So you guys are from Frisco, Texas?
Yeah, it's right up the street.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's only about 20 minutes north. It's just straight.
What kind of shop do you have?
CBD store, Delta 8, everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, one of the oldest in DFW. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Do you also do gift items like accessories and clothing, things like that, strictly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CBD, Delta 8, Delta 9. Yeah, those are our biggest sellers.
I like to get a vision of the store, see if it's more.
Very, very eclectic, and we're not a franchise.
Yeah, if
So
you
we're
don't
probably-
walk in and go, oh, this looks like a pharmacy.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
a
when you
different.
walk in, it looks a little more
like
like a
this.
boutique. I mean, we do have
So our stuff would fit in well.
Yeah, like when you go in, you kind of want to sit down and kind of like hang out every once in a while. Which is what we want, because the big thing is to educate people and try to get them in. Because especially with this, you're like, wait, are you sure I can actually have this?
And it tastes amazing.
Yeah. Do you have any of your chocolate samples by chance?
Sure. Would you like dosed or undosed?
Dosed. Because we'll compare it to everything else we have. If you have and then our staff and stuff, yeah, we all test it and try it. So we appreciate it.
It's a D9.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this one is cookies and cream.
Awesome. Perfect. Oh, I love it. And how many milligrams are in the whole?
That's going to be 25 milligrams.
Perfect. Of D9. All right. Awesome.
And I will tell you, just this is something I literally can show you text messages from my customers that have said, Teresa, I didn't listen to you. I ate one and I had to get driven home.
Yeah, don't eat the whole thing. This is, well, that's why I asked, because this is 3 doses.
To me, it's...
Right.
So I've tried a lot of other D8 products, D9 products that will say like 50 milligrams and I walk away and I'm like, I just got a normal buzz.
Yeah.
That will, excuse my French, that will fucking love.
We love that. Yeah. Okay. And that's what people want. You know, high-end, high-quality product that actually does what it says.
It tastes amazing.
Okay.
And that's really the ultimate goal. Our flavor, just outstanding. It doesn't have that funky leftover taste
Yep.
that you're brushing your teeth 3 days later trying to get the taste of steak out of your teeth.
And that's been one of the things, because we do have some chocolate, and we're just very, very limited.
Right.
And when we sample stuff, we get stuff where it's horrible chocolate, but they've got whatever could be really potent. And really, people are looking for that combination of both.
I want it to taste good and be effective.
Yeah, I want it to melt. I want to enjoy it.
He's actually able to make a fast-acting tablet.
Yes. Efficacy is our pride. We want to make sure that everybody actually feels it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think people give the tablets enough credit.
No, not at all.
Because they're not as sexy, but...
Everybody wants gummies, everybody wants smoking stuff, but I'm like, everybody, every day, they want something that's working with everyday life.
Right.
I don't want to take a 20-minute deal out of my life to actually get something to work. I'd rather just take something real fast and easy. That's how things are these days.
That's fantastic. Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And
20 per pill, that's perfect.
And then our shots actually help you focus.
Oh, I see. You've got them all in front. Now,
Yes.
are they also of the same nano?
Yes, everything's nano.
Nano?
Like
Okay.
our specialty is nano because we want to shrink that molecule so your body can ingest it.
Yep.
A lot of times people will say it's this many milligrams, but then your body only ingesting 10 and 15% of the 80 milligrams, so it's nothing. This is 95, so you ingest most of the delta. Yeah, so you feel.
This is gonna kick your butt.
Yes, and this will have you clean your house.
I bet.
I mean, when I say
or
focus,
sleep or whatever
yes,
you got going on.
You hit REM on that, guaranteed. You will.
Frisco, just north of here.
Okay.
We have a store.
There you go.
Yeah. Artistic Organics.
I
One of the
know.
oldest in DFW.
Oh yeah, yeah. Y'all did Vapor too at one time, didn't you? Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
were
work with everything.
y'all were one of the very few. I was the young man. Y'all gonna beat me up. Right now, I'm gonna tell you right now. I was the young man that put it in gas stations. Remember the glass displays? Before it was all the different candy-looking stuff. I was the American Vapor or whatever, and it was like I was shipping fluid to China. Actually, they were buying from me at one time.
Wow,
The variable blisters,
congratulations.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then it just got crazy and all the big, cloud vaporizers. I live it alone. Of course, they'll take this.
Right, exactly. So what else is in your energy for energy? The writing is
So of course,
small,
I
can't
got
see.
you. This is melatonin, valerian root, kava kava, and rose hips and all of that. I was a young man that did drink. So, one of, I was, And then this is your,
And then does that have?
I have bad eyes too. I'm gonna show you exactly what that is.
Now one more, you can take this. Well, I don't want to take it off.
Oh, look at that. There we go.
I mean, no, but you do have JC Bezos, please.
And they really, which ones?
This is the thing I'm interested in.
Oh, I'm not looking in the right spot. It's all full of B vitamins. That's what makes it. There it is. I was looking at taurine, valerian.
Some is for energy, but a lot of it is for focus.
Caffeine, tyrosine.
And they really,
Yeah.
I literally say it's herbal Adderall, honestly. Like
Are these
everybody who
samples
take
or
them,
no?
They work. Like for real. People be like, "Ooh, give me."
Can we take a couple samples to test?
Yes, of course, of course.
Yeah.
And
Thank
take-
you. We'll share it with our staff and everything.
Be editing later, so this is gonna be perfect.
Here.
Then after you're done editing.
Then after I'm done editing,
This is awesome too.
These are what they usually use for fertilizer.
Oh.
This is a great. No, I'm saying.
It's fuel stabilizer.
yeah.
So you can do a pre-dose.
Yeah. So what this
You are
is?
brilliant with your
There
packaging.
you go.
Hats off to you. Hats off. Nobody does stuff like this that they should.
Yeah. No, I mean it's always the typical what everybody do. I want to do something different. Just something that's catchy.
That's so cool.
And then that spray is, I call it my one size fits all. So what it does is, if somebody has a tolerance of 10, somebody has a tolerance of 30,
But I want to keep
you can buy this one product and literally that one spray, you know, every spray is 10 milligrams. So you got a 10, you got a 20, you got a 30, you got a 40. So for somebody says, oh, I don't need that much, one spray. My mom just came in town, I can't go outside, 2 sprays, you know, that kind of
Wow.
thing. Yeah.
Right, and this is all D8, which I absolutely
Yes,
love.
nano as well.
Okay, and you're, I can,
yeah.
is that how I get a hold of you?
No,
Oh, right there.
Yeah, that's
Perfect,
Labrador.
perfect.
But
Okay.
we all know that.
Oh, then I have I love it. I love you. Congratulations on your
Packaging,
packaging.
man. Yeah, it
oh
looks
my
really
gosh,
real
nobody
clean.
does that. Nobody does that. Congratulations. I literally will only say that like twice today. Because most people
Look, I mean,
don't have
everybody
a
is
clue.
cartoons. Like, when you walk
It's true, I got it on camera.
These are adults. Yeah, these are adults. You know, I mean, yeah, I like cartoons and some stuff. Some gimmicks are really awesome. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You know, like, I mean, I get it. You know, but you know, if it's another derivative of a dessert or something, I'm just like, come on, dude. Like, how many times can you take that one packaging and turn it to the same thing? You know?
Exactly. Yep. Oh, I'm excited. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hey,
Pretty cool, man. That's awesome.
y'all have a very
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
whole
hard-hitting
bag.
That
product.
is awesome.
So we want to create a product that had a shelf life for edibles.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So that's how we came up with these mixes.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a card and everything?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So Delta 8 is actually heat stable. So Delta 8, Delta 9, your THCs are, your straight THCs are heat stable. So
Exactly.
yeah.
So this is our wholesale site, D Square
Okay.
Worldwide. We offer volume-based discounts.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
And then go out to the store.
Yeah, we have a store not too far from here. And I'm always looking for very unique products.
You know, we don't want to have normal products. That's why we offer the jelly beans. That's why we also have this tobacco-less pouches. That's why we have our beverage. We want to be different.
Oh, I didn't see the jelly beans. He's like,
Oh, no way.
yeah, Rick is my jelly beans.
Yeah, so this is from Mr. Jellybean himself right here. And we have our nano CBD, and everyone in our warehouse, all the cannabis users, everyone still eats these and take these home.
Yep.
It's so nostalgic. It's so
Yeah,
nostalgic.
right. Yeah.
And then you can't just eat one. I dare you to try to eat one. You're not going to. And they're 10 milligrams each. So
Oh, wow.
5. That's like
Yeah.
50 milligrams. You're really feeling it.
Oh, you're definitely feeling
Yeah,
it.
so it's a really cool product, guys, and you know everyone knows what a jelly bean tastes like, so it's very, very nostalgic. Yeah.
Yep, I got all the samples in here, so thank you.
Awesome, guys.
I really
Well, guys, it's a
appreciate it.
pleasure meeting all
Pleasure
of
meeting you as well, man. Thank you so much.
All right, have a good one.
You too. So one product we found today that was unique and different in the industry was a baking mix. And one of the neat things about cooking in general with cannabis is THC can handle high heat, but your other cannabinoids can't. So traditionally people baked it, they would bake the flour because it would decarboxylate and it would blend into what you're cooking. But in general, you can't cook your cannabinoids at 350 degrees, which is what you cook cookies at or anything, because they vaporize. But Delta 8, Delta 9, and your THCs have a very high threshold. They're around 400 degrees. So we are super excited to test this, and this is 1,600 milligrams of Delta 8 in this entire mix. Now the mix, which I haven't read yet, there are 12 servings, so they're acting like this is only gonna make a dozen cookies. So somebody's
That's
gonna
like
have
150 milligrams
the
of cookie.
cookie. So
So we recommend the mini Chips Ahoy size,
Yes,
not
we're gonna
the
have
monster
to.
cookie size.
No, and that's part of this industry. It's not regulated, so you're gonna have to sit and do the math. Now, I'm hoping you can make more than 12 cookies with this, but again, we have to sit and read the directions, and we have to do product testing.
What a shame.